Good morning and welcome to another one of Drew's book reviews. So today we're going to be talking about Stephen Hawking's A Brief History of Time. Now, if there's one thing I absolutely love, it is I love to learn. Specifically, I'm fascinated by the ideas presented in particle physics, quantum mechanics, the Big Bang, the beginning of the universe, and all the different theories associated with that. Theories of gravity and graviton waves and particles and black holes and all string theory, all that really awesome stuff that just explains the nature of reality in our universe. And so that's definitely why I wanted to pick up this Stephen Hawking book. I've been wanting to read this for years, but I just never really got around to it till now. And I have to say, I really enjoyed it. I learned a lot by reading this book. A lot of the ideas that I had within quantum mechanics, I understood on a very rudimentary, basic level, and this book really helped expand that level of knowledge, bring about new information, new knowledge, new understanding. Like I knew of the famous equation, for example, E equals mc squared, understanding that this describes travel at the speed of light and how everything's impossible to go faster than the speed of light, but I never really understood why that is. What happens to cause that impossibility? Why is that limit there? And so through reading this book, I grasped a better understanding of that and a better understanding of the nature of reality, the nature of the multiverse, this idea of multiple different universes that could possibly embed the reality of existence right down to the quantum level, the concept behind the possibilities of time travel, even what a black hole is and how it works. And just overall, just really fascinating read, especially if this is an area that you have an inherent interest in. So Stephen Hawking, he's written the book in a way that really can help bring understanding to these ideas and theories within the realms of quantum mechanics, particle physics, theoretical physics, to really a layman versus someone who's well versed and educated within these theories. So he explains things in detail, but also in an effective way. There's lots of analogies within this book that help bring a better fundamental understanding to what he is referring to and how things work. There's lots of pictures and diagrams within the book that help you kind of see through illustration what Stephen Hawking is referring to within this book. One of the things I really liked as far analogies that he put forth is the idea of the Big Bang to the Big Crunch. And he actually used the Earth, the model of the Earth, to help bring an analogy to what that means. So at the North Pole, we have the Big Bang, where it all starts. And as the universe expands, it's like flowing down around the Earth. As we get towards the center, we see this expansion. The both ends of the universe are getting farther and farther apart till we hit the equator, till eventually it all starts coming back together when we reach the South Pole, which would be the Big Crunch. So using illustrations like that really helped bring about a better understanding of it. The discussion about how time is a relative thing, it's not a constant. It is subjective to the individual time and place, that the flow of time literally changes as we approach the speed of light. And that, as an example, someone traveling at near speed of light, or the speed of light, for them, maybe only a couple years has passed by the time they come back. But on Earth, you could have many, many generations pass. Or the people you knew as young would then become old. This concept of if the universe was started to contract, would time itself start to flow in reverse? And he kind of explained that by saying, hey, if this were to happen, if time did start flowing in reverse with the eventual contraction of the universe, would we come into existence at the point of death and cease to exist as we revert back towards birth and conception? So it's just fascinating the way he goes into these paradoxes, the ideas behind the creation of the universe, the quantum mechanics, and how they don't make sense, yet they do make sense. The contradictory ideas behind things both existing and not existing simultaneously just overall have been really fascinating to read about. and I've really come to enjoy this subject. I follow a lot of YouTube channels as well to talk about these kind of things, and it's just fascinating to read about, to think about, and really helps expand your fundamental knowledge of the world and how things work. And if this is an area you're interested, this is a book I'd recommend for you. Just absolutely fantastic. I love science. I love learning about fundamental nature of reality. Definitely would recommend this for you if you are, especially if you're interested in this area. If you haven't read it, I absolutely loved it, and I thought it was a great book. And just overall, Stephen Hawking, brilliant. So check it out if you haven't already. And as always, don't forget to stay tuned for my next book review. We will be starting the Star Wars Fate of the Jedi series. First book in that series, of course, being Outcast. So if you like Star Wars, definitely stay tuned for my next review, because that'll be up next. Bunch of Star Wars books. And again, I have to say thank you so much for watching. As always, description of the video will have all the links to my social media platforms, my WordPress, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter feeds. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe below. And we'll see you next time on Drew's Book Reviews as we start to check out the Star Wars Fate of the Jedi series. Thanks for watching, and you have yourself a fantastic day.